Hi everyone, this is Jane here from Crystal Sparkles Readings. I'm just here to pop down our card for the day. Card for the week really, but I'm a bit late. So it's really for the rest of this week, which kind of covers the whole full moon that we have on Thursday. Now this full moon is in Gemini, so it's got quite a sort of changeable, fickle, light-hearted kind of energy, so it's quite hard to pin down really. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop down a couple of our usual black and white Faulkner deck, and also I'll put down one of the new Moonology cards that I have from that Moonology deck that we've used on here once or twice, but they're very new to me. That's those. So let's have a look and see what the Faulkner deck's got in store for us first, and see where we're at over the next few days. Let's have a look and see. Okay, give those a good shuffle. You can probably just see in the background, I don't know if you can see it properly, let's have a look and see. That's my new moon lamp. Very pleased with that. So let's just have a look. It looks much better at night. What I might do is do a little video in the evening one day and light it all up for you so you can see it properly. This is our first card. So our first card is the Tower. Now don't freak out, okay? A lot of people freak out about the Tower. This is a card of change, okay? It is a card that says things need to shake up. They need to be shaken up and put back in a different place, in a different way. So when you have the Tower, it can be saying to you that there are changes that need to take place. Okay, so it might have been that you have had a feeling that you need to change something. It might have been going on for a while. Usually when the Tower crops up, it is something that we're kind of aware of, that we've needed to change, but we might just have ignored our guides, and we might just have gone, do you know what, no, I'm going to bury my head in the sand. Well, that will work for a certain amount of time, but if you really do need to change something, we keep getting sent opportunities to do so. And if we don't take up those opportunities in the end, Spirit kind of comes in and just goes, come on, you've got to change it now. I'm going to throw all that at you. So, you know, it's kind of, I think there's lots of different things to be had from the Tower. And one of the things is keep your eye out for what Spirit are trying to tell you. As an example, I had a job once where I actually loved the job, but the people around it became more and more difficult, and I was given numerous signs, you know, this wasn't working very well. I didn't feel very comfortable with that particular person. My best friend that I had there then decided to leave. I had a really great relationship with her, really lovely person, and she left, and it was just that was the moment really where I could have gone, oh, do you know what, I'm going to go as well, because the fun's going out of this place. But I didn't. I sort of dug my heels in and wanted to stay, and you know, it's difficult because you're used to the kind of good things that it gives you. You become reliant on the money and all that sort of stuff, don't you? So it's not easy to make that kind of decision. But I was given sign after sign after sign after sign, and in the end, it got to a point where I was just too poorly to continue with it. It just made me ill in the end. So I had to go. I had to leave. So it was almost like if I'd have maybe seen the signs earlier, I could have avoided that whole scenario of just being so fed up and so poorly with it all that I just couldn't cope. So, you know, listen to your sign, look for your signs, listen to your guides. You know, when they're giving you all these like little heads up and you're kind of going, oh, do you know what, I think I probably should do that. Really consider it, rather than putting your head in the sand and going, oh, I don't think I will. Because then you do end up in this Tower situation where things have to change, and you have to do something. What the Tower does talk about, though, is the Tower says once you've crumbled, once it's gone, once that's all gone away, there are there are much better things because you've got this solid base then to build on that isn't all wobbly and shaky and not white and quite, just a bit. So it's a really, really positive card because it says that it might be a bit uncomfortable having to change, but actually it is going to be for the better for you. So that's our Tower. I'll put down one more. Okay, so we've got here the King of Wands. So the King of Wands says to us, it would be, traditionally it would be a fire sign gentleman, okay? But in terms of a card for the week or a card for the day, or a card for the weekend or a card for the full moon, depending on where we are, this is a card that talks about someone who's very hardworking, very loyal, really quite good at what they do, and just very, very generous and just very open and energetic. So it's almost like the Tower is saying, once you clear all this stuff out, you're going to open your world up so that you can be more energetic, more busy, taking on more interesting stuff. The King of Wands is powerful. He's strong. He is dynamic. He's out there doing loads of good stuff. And the Wands cards tend to be very active. So your Tower's saying once you've cleared all this stuff out of the way, you can become much more active and much more, much busier, but not busier in an I'm pressured way. Busier in a, I can get loads of things done now. I can make what I want for myself. This guy gets stuff done, the King of Wands. So I'm just going to have a little shuffle up of these Moonology cards. What I'll probably have to do is refer to the book because these are quite new to me. I've only really been using them for the last week or so. And I haven't really used them a great deal because I've had some other cards arrive that I've kind of tried to be working with as well. So many cards at the moment. And I've got a few more decks to open up as well. So let's have a look and see what this Moonology deck is saying to us. I might have to have a look in the book to help us out with it. Okay. So this is saying a new start is coming. So this card refers to the new moon. What we actually have on Thursday into Friday is a full moon. So sorry, excuse my snuffliness. I've just got a little bit of a cold or something going on. So this talks about the new moon. This talks about a new beginning. So where we are on Thursday is a full moon. So a full moon talks about what we need to release, what we're letting go. So when we have let that go, then we have the energy. The new moon will be in about 2 weeks' time after that. But what this card is saying to us is by letting this energy go on Thursday, that full moon energy where we're releasing anything that isn't any good to us anymore, we're then making room for all this new stuff to begin. So this is the new moon energy. That's what this card is saying. So this full moon is going to allow you to bring in all this new stuff. Very, very similar to what the tarot is telling us, because basically the Tower is saying we're releasing all the stuff that's no good to us, that's crumbling away, that's all leaving us. And then we're getting busy with the King of Wands, with all this new stuff coming in. So the cards are very, very clear about where we are. We are releasing first of all, and then it's allowing all this new energy to come into our lives, all this new stuff that we're going to make room for. Might be new jobs, might be a new person, might just be new energy. If you've had really crappy energy lately, it might be just allowing that all to leave you and just allowing new stuff, new energy to come in where you're feeling better and brighter and more active. So we'll leave that with you for today. Really, really sorry about Monday, Tuesday. Just haven't had time to do this, to do the usual weekly thing. I usually try and do it on Sunday, but it just was all... Last weekend was lost to me a little bit. So I kind of... I didn't have time to do these things, but unfortunately, Monday, Tuesday, my energy was just not there. So I'll leave that with you. Have a really wonderful rest of this week. Enjoy the full moon on Thursday. Do a full moon meditation. Do something that allows you to release all the stuff that you don't need anymore. The energy is very. It's all to do with kind of Mercury and all of that sort of stuff. The Mercury's in retrograde at the moment as well, which makes this quite complex with the whole full moon and all of that. So just allow anything to leave you that needs to leave you, or any of that kind of feeling the need to be sort of gossipy or talking about people and stuff like that. Let that go. It's no help to you. It's no use to you, and also it gives them far too much power in your life. You control what's around you, so you don't need to be embracing people and stuff that you don't particularly want to embrace. Anyway, I will leave that with you. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for my 100 subscribers, which I got achieved this week. I'm so pleased about that. It's really great. I will put up a really nice, I'll do something nice. I'm not quite sure what to do, but I will put something nice up for us. I might try and do something interactive, but I'm just trying to work out how to do that. Thanks ever so much for watching, and I will speak to you soon. Bye for now.